All right. Wow, it's been a long time. I'm sad I left you, but I'm back. And in full effect, look at this Technicolor. Hey, we bout that. All jokes aside, this feels good. Quite frankly, it very well may be my golden hour. It is 4:09 a.m. on a Sunday and I have not recorded a video in 2 years. What has been going on in the last 2 years? Wowzers. We won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. One thing that I can say, though, for sure is that if I be knowing, those who know. Those who don't know, you better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. Yeah. Wow. So where are we at? This is almost feels like my own little tiny desk. I am sitting at my makeshift desk at my work retreat because honestly, starting over requires too much time, too much money, and too much ashe, to be quite honest. And so, we got to be in it to win it. First and foremost, I give thanks and praise to Olodumare, from whom all blessings flow. I thank him for the download. I thank him for the protection. I thank him for opening the roads and closing the roads and making the road as clean as possible, as smooth as possible, as flavorful as absolutely possible. I thank him for all my wins and all my loses, for all the E-Ray and all the EB, for all the up times and all the down times, because life be life in, but don't worry, if I be knowing. The problem comes in is that we don't always be knowing, though. It sometimes be catching us off guard. And I'll tell you one thing, though, it teaches you how to respect the power of divination, right? But I'm not going to go too deep today. I'm not going to go too deep today. Today is not a deep dive. Today is like a wonder session. You might see my head dart in, my eyes dart in, because I can't do the like the pre-recorded stuff. I can't. That's just not me. I've tried it. I'm scholared. It just takes too much time cutting and splicing and editing and putting business and pieces of your life together, as opposed to just showing up real and authentic. By the time you write a script, which I always do, um, it turns out to be very mirror image to what it is that comes out naturally. And that's because that's when you can tell that somebody is living naturally. And honestly, you hear my son in the background. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. When we get up to do spirit work and we do our offerings and we anoint our ori and we get started for the day, this is just the way the day unfolds. And so, yeah, it's time to get back in motion. Ianifa Ifayemi Yemonja Bemi Ogunjare of Ile Sanmi, the House of Peace and Enlightenment. This is a space for transcended thoughts of orderly, constructed conversation, of higher level processing of things, esoteric and not so esoteric. Sometimes, life brings in the balance. So, where there is joy, there is pain. Where there is sour, there is exuberance as well. And so we are going to get back on the love train, and chronicle that. It is the bendición. It is the peace and the blessings that has the ability to carry us throughout our day. So really, not much more to say than that. There is some branding and such that must be done. But honestly, just to get this far, just to get back up and operational, do you know how many systems had to get reset? And I'm not just talking about the what's it called, the EOS, that alone, iOS, all that, all that is a little bit perplexing to your girl. But that's one of the things about being an Ia in the culture, is that there's a lot to find out and to figure out. And for those who ain't ready, you better get ready. And for those who think you ready, you ain't ready. And for those who feel confident that you're ready, then you better stay ready, because I'm coming for you. But no, seriously, although I am tenacious and although I am a go-getter, I do so with love and character, and but it is my time. And so we are going to chronicle a little bit more of these fantastic voyages that come through the download. My old podcast was The Flip Side, or Year in White, or The White Cloth, depending on where people started to come in on my journey. But just a little bit about my journey before I wrap up, because I don't want to go past that 10-minute mark. Um, I am an ordained reverend. I am a Ia Yemonja. Uh, my regalia de Ocha occurred. Oh, wow. I know I'm not going to start dating myself on here. Let's keep the youthful vibes and not throw any numbers in. But I've also been, as those who follow this particular page, initiated into the realm of Ia Nifa through my Oluo, Baba Kola Abimbola, the son of the Owishe, Baba Wande Abimbola. My Yoruba studies um, has taken place mostly under Baba Bola Abimbola. Um, but it's been some while, because you know how language works. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I need to get out there, and I just can't stay stagnant and rusty. So, don't fault me when my pronunciation, my enunciation, my diction, my mouth flow. It's going to take some time to get back into it, because here in the States, in the United States of America, we can be a little bit lazy with our tongue. But the Yoruba language requires you to use your whole mouth, which is something new for me, because I'm usually like, sitting pretty in the back, not figuratively, not literally. It's that edgy Ogbe energy. I'm just here, humble, to listen, to learn, to observe, to extract. And so sometimes spirit says it's time for you to move, to speak, to lead. And you gotta get your little training wheels on somewhere. So this is my platform. I don't know if I could say training wheels, though. We've been at it for so long, it better come back like second nature, right? Yeah, 1 minute to go. What else do I have to say? That's pretty much it. Occasionally you might get some cameos from the Omo or whomever. But other than that, this is just about the flip side. It's the application of knowledge. Anybody can be smart, right? But what is it that you do with your wisdom? I am here to chronicle my ability. This ain't for everybody. It's not for the masses. It might not get down with everybody. But for those who are trying to figure out what the application of knowledge looks like on the flip side, come roll with me. We're going to go into a deep dive and figure this out together. All right, then. Peace for now. I think we got our training wheels off and we back at it. We locked and loaded. Let's see. Your stop immediately. Okay, once we doing this, let's end it. Ah.